So this next one, the numbers from 1 to 36 are evenly distributed between red and black. A player who bets $1 on black wins $1 and gets the dollar bet back if the ball comes to rest on black. Otherwise, if the ball lands on red, 0 or 0, the dollar bet is lost. One option in the roulette game is to bet 23 on red. If the ball lands on red, you get to keep the $23 you paid to play the game, and you are awarded $25. If the ball lands elsewhere, you are awarded nothing, and the $23 that you bet is collected. What is the expected value of the game? So now we're going to find the probabilities for the probability distribution, divided the number of outcomes in the event by the number of equally likely outcomes. We're going to determine the number of equally likely outcomes. So when we look at it, there are 38 equally likely outcomes here. So I got 38 equally likely outcomes. Okay, so now to win, the ball must land on a red compartment. To determine the number of outcomes for winning, there are 18 red compartments. So there's 18 red compartments. Okay, so there are 18 outcomes for winning. All right. Find the probability that the ball will land on red. So I'm going to find the probability the ball will land on red. I'm going to have 18 out of 38. It's not, it reduces to 9/19. My writing getting a little messy here. Let's correct this. Okay. To lose, the ball must land on a compartment, but a red compartment. Okay. Determine the number of outcomes for losing. There are 20 compartments that are not red. 20 not red. All right. And so there are 20 outcomes for losing. Okay. So now let's solve for that. We know that the probability not red is equal to 20/38, and that reduces to 10/19. So there's that probability. If the ball lands on red, the player wins $25 and gets to keep the 23 he paid to play the game. In effect, the player plays the game for free to win and wins extra money. Find the player's gain. His gain is $25. On the other hand, if the player loses, the 23 that he paid to play is collected. And now, of course, he also wins no money. So find the probability he loses. So we're going to find when he loses that $23. So let's go ahead and set up our table. I'm going to set it up over here to give myself more room. I got XI and the probability. So we're going to say he wins at 25 and he loses at 23. So 9/19, we figured out the probability a while ago. So we know this much. So now I can plug in the expected value using the formula. I got 25. Oops. 25 times 9/19 plus a negative 23 times 10/19. And we are going to type that in the calculator. So 25 so we get 225/19 minus 230/19. And that leaves me with negative 0 point. I'm around to the nearest hundreds. 6. So be careful on the rounding. Some may give you a rounding to a 7 here. Just double check your math, make sure it came out right. But in this case here, I got a negative 0.26 is the expected value of the games is approximately this, and approximates are rounded.